Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sport.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been.
Good work,
and
boys. Let's go.
Let's go. A knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
I got one. Shift.
5.
And he'll wind up with about 6.
Baby.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish a running game
60
early.
outlaw.
He'll come up now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Get it.
Who ain't going nowhere?
He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's what I'm talking about.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. A defensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball. Here's the kicks away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spin straight. And he'll make it across the 20 as his
We play to win.
Let's
Let's
the 23-yard
go.
line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
60
and I
or.
tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open. And it's
Big Griff.
once again.
Back him up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator, I see
Go
a
now.
all-out rush
50,
like that,
plant.
I
Check
file
back
it
21.
away because
Watch twist,
I'm gonna
watch
use
twist,
their
watch
aggressiveness
twist,
against
twist,
them as this
twist.
game goes on.
Slam.
Let's go.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20
good night, baby.
at the
Good night,
18.
baby.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Set, ready.
They
8,
catch
read.
it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
They gonna need some
Because when
therapy
you're able
after
to
this.
do that, and you don't give up big chunks
Hit
of
it.
position where every
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
Big play
up.
there for New England.
Down.
Even
80
40
Gator.
yards.
Check back 21.
So the big play
You're
gets
not
him
ready.
across
You're not
midfield
ready.
now for
Check 26.
1st
Check
and 10.
26.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the
Ready, set.
fastest.
Mike
You
21,
can draft
Mike
the
21,
most
check Mike
athletic
21.
guys.
Crunch
But
time,
if they don't know the
defense.
art of positioning.
Ready.
I got you, boy.
Don't force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch.
That's
Throw
it,
falls
baby.
incomplete.
We're gonna work.
And there's
Here we
a
go,
completion to the tight end. And look at the
15
size of these
line it,
players
15
nowadays.
line.
At that
Rip
spot,
right.
6'4",
Switch it,
6'5",
Dude.
players somehow came back to football. That's really
Get out.
good
Oh.
for the game of football.
Easy,
You get
easy.
better athleticism, great hand
Ready.
coordination. Guys who
60
know how to control
Pittsburgh.
their bodies when they
Watch the
their
run.
routes.
Watch the run.
They
Watch
rip
Get up.
Go, go,
Now
go.
it's
They
2nd
running.
and 12.
Run.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ready. 30 base.
7th play of this drive coming up. But a
Hey, check
long
Mike
way to go
21.
on
Mike
3rd
21.
down.
Check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the.
Now.
McBride, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Oh, Our ball, baby. Our
A
ball.
little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they
Come on,
get set
set.
to take
And
over
Lobo,
here. So from the
exit.
39
I'm
now,
scared.
they'll come up
Check
on a
nickel,
first
nickel,
and
nickel.
10.
Hot, hot.
On the left side, Emery is getting the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory
We got this.
at the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader.
Here we
And
go.
Quarterbacks
Set,
typically
straight,
dominating
read.
the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy
Spine.
some
And
consideration.
go.
He's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really
Get
helping
ready,
teams
get
along
ready,
the way.
get
He's
ready.
a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here
14
we go.
yards, and the Bills will get a new
Orange.
set of downs.
I'm coming.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
25. Let's go.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Get out of here,
The
man.
numbers
Get out
for
of
him
here.
from
Let's
a
go.
week ago.
Let's go.
9
Let's go. I'm
carries,
good, baby.
89
I'm good.
yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is
Ready,
definitely within sight. So
Go
the
50 yards to
excitement
the
on the
mic.
offensive side of the
Protein
football,
Six
they're
guys.
bouncing
Check
off the
six
walls,
guys.
wanting to get out there, but they also understand
Hut, hut.
some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want to get out at their expense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
He ain't going nowhere.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find
Set
to
hut.
get upfield.
30 base.
Trying
Let's
to get
go.
one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You think you gonna,
Man.
get this? SOS, SOS, SOS.
Now
SOS.
in Buffalo, it's the Bills in
Here
control
we go.
of the
Here we
football.
go.
6-0 our
Plant.
score after
Kill,
one.
kill, kill. Let's go. Run,
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Able
Let's
to
go.
get what
Let's
they
go.
need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Let's
Ready.
go spot there for his first carry of the
57,
game, but
22
obviously
jet bomber,
they had plenty of
22
faith in
jet
him, didn't they?
bomber.
No question.
Ready, go.
Back. Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Go, go. It's run.
This will be
It's run.
stopped
They
about
run it.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong
Ready.
pickup right there on first down. And as this
Gator.
drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
Ready.
2nd down now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Let's go,
We
fellas.
always talk about good down and distance,
Set.
allowing
15
offenses
Lonnie,
to expand
15
their
Lonnie.
playbook. Well, 2nd and 2.
I'm coming
that means your
for you.
playbook's
You
more
ready? Go.
just about anything. A lot of times the play
Come on, come on,
just
run,
looks
run,
down at his
run.
sheet, sees a
Bang,
short
bang,
yardage
bang, bang.
runs, and goes to one of
Personal
those.
foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag
All
was
day,
coming
baby,
out.
all day.
And I always enjoy the
First down.
conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
Now.
You did it.
10
I had
Tucson.
to.
So the ball's moved
Here
to
we go,
about
D.
the 1
Check,
after
check,
the
check,
penalty.
check, check.
1st and goal.
Yeah, go.
Run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk.
Yeah, baby.
Touchdown.
That's my boy.
A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this run. They had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much.
Let's
As
go,
he's marked
baby.
down at the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Let's
And
go.
job one here,
10
Charles,
Lobo.
just keep
21,
possession
check
of
back
football.
21.
2 drives,
Oh,
2
get him.
turnovers to
Get
this
him.
point.
You're
Get
exactly
him.
right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Let's go.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it
Set.
2nd and 9.
70. Indy.
21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
6 man.
5.
Out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on
Not
track
today,
in this
baby, not
first
today.
half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Ready up.
Hey, check
An
Mike
extra
21.
defensive
Mike
back here
21.
for the
Check Mike
Bills on
21.
3rd down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Get it. Let's go.
From the gun. McKay, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That one, no. Nah, it's nothing.
This pass rush, they know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And last week, I lost 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's
Ready
the
up,
Buffalo
the
offense now as they get set to take over
Sam,
here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground,
49.
Charles.
Check 49. Check 49.
Go, go, go. Run, run, run.
But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to
Your
get
trip
involved as
is
well.
here,
Wide
baby.
receivers, your
Your
tight
trip
ends,
is here.
lead runners,
Red.
anything
90.
that you have possible
Wall.
to get in front.
Hey,
and
they
keep the
scared.
ball
They
moving.
scared.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's
A
go, let's
reminder,
go,
once
let's
we
go.
hit halftime, as we do all
60
season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman.
check.
Ready?
From games in progress in the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go, let's go.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
On the ready.
Mike 57, Mike.
Alpha.
Here we go, here we go.
He's crashing.
Emery, and just no chance of turning the corner.
Oh,
he can
yeah.
only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming
Ready,
up.
ready, ready.
Go 58 to the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Let's go. Come on. Run. Run to the ball. We got.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready,
An
ready.
extra corner
60
comes on
Pittsburgh.
now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Give him 18 on that
All
one. as the
day,
Bills are
baby.
gonna have
Let's
a
go.
first down.
Let's go.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get inside. Let's go. Let's go.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
Because
all.
those are the types of plays
Let's
that
go
he
now, let's go
provides.
now,
When
let's
he
go
does
now.
come alive, when they do
50-70
look his
Indy.
way, not
No
only is it a
gain on
big
this
catch,
defense,
it's
no
a first
gain.
down.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's
You
2nd
got it.
down.
You got it.
Well, the incompletion,
You got it.
yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up,
Come
talk
on,
it over,
set.
and then
And
they get
Lobo.
a chance to continue their
Hey, we
drive.
heavy on the edges, heavy on the
2nd and
edges.
10 from the 33.
Hut, hut.
2nd and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And taking
Come
it
on,
to the
fellas.
15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Set. 58. Read.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He will push his way down to
Run,
about the
run,
14.
run, run.
Just a gain of a yard in what all
Here we
likelihood
go.
will be the final play of the
60
first half.
Strong
And
right.
just
Strong
like
right.
that,
Strong
on we
right.
head to half number
We got
2.
4. We got 4.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the
Ready, go!
spent the entire halftime just working with the run. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Boom!
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ready!
They get 14
Yeah, baby,
back, but
boom!
it leads now to a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run
Set,
the ball,
right.
protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away,
Watch
don't
the
you
flat,
think?
watch
And
the
that's
flat.
probably a good philosophy.
Ready, go!
Check 50. Check 50.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
Call it a gain of 7 and it
Let's
gets
go.
a new
Let's do
set of
this.
downs.
we don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which
Set.
can manifest itself
15
in some
Lonnie,
sloppy
15
tackling.
Lonnie.
And how about right there? He
You
ran
just
right through
warm
that
up.
weak tackle.
Set, go!
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Last stop.
3 yards on the pickup
Down.
there, and it'll be
Get
second
juice on.
down.
Mike.
Orbit!
Screen. Pass.
Run up!
Rush in.
And here a little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup.
Yeah,
That's going
baby.
to set up
Yeah.
an interesting third
Ready.
and about 4 to
90.
go.
Wall.
57.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watch it.
Ready!
Third down. T.
Run, 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 run,
He's
run,
got
run.
a touchdown and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Let's go, boys. Let's
It's
go.
a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of
Okay,
attack.
ready.
And guess what he's doing?
Load
Forcing the
it.
secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All
No, no,
runs
no.
on this
Oh,
drive.
oh,
Yeah,
So first and 10. They'll try the left side. Emery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third
That's
quarter,
what I'm
and you've got the
talking about.
lead. You're not
Nice
ready to
hit,
go
boy.
into that 4-minute
Okay,
offense
break.
to close
Come
the
on,
game
watch
out.
smoke.
But a
Down
running
to
game
lose
can really
one.
benefit
Check,
your
check.
team right now.
Fresno. Fresno.
Run!
Second down now.
Run!
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out
Let's
of
go,
bounds.
boys. Bring it
That
up.
one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! 60 outlaw.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Say go!
On first and goal.
Safety's creeping.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
Great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score.
It's our time.
That doesn't happen.
It's our time.
It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the
Yes!
Motion me out.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half.
Ready,
The
ready!
Bills offense
60
staying out there as
Pittsburgh!
they'll line
right
up
there.
and go for 2.
It's going to be a long.
Let's go!
It's going to be a long day. Shift. Watch
And
the
he is
shift.
into the end zone again
Right,
as he
right,
scores
right, right,
both
get
the
it, get it, get
touchdown
it.
and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them, because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do.
Here we go.
And so you're able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it. Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people
Ready?
blitzing the
Mike
two-point
21,
conversion.
Mike
They want you
21,
to
check
make a
Mike
quick
21.
decision and
He
make
can't
it
hang.
right now.
There, the
He's not gonna
offense
get me.
wins the battle.
Be dribble. Be dribble.
Going to start the drive. McBride.
You better be ready next time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this
Set
offensive line is
for
having. It
18,
is a
Gator.
long one
Check
for them.
21.
Long
Not
for
today,
you to
you are.
spend it with
Not
me.
today.
Long for them.
Let's go.
Speed and quickness, that defensive line is eating them alive.
The reception good for 7.
Stop.
It's
Ready.
3rd down.
Check.
This
Check.
offense in desperate
Check.
need of a conversion as they come up.
Hit it.
Look at the throw. McBride. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score.
Nice job, bro. Keep doing it.
Buffalo.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receiver. They took it all the way.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that.
Hey, check
quickly.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go, Tigers. All day, defense. All day.
Talk about
All
the
day.
defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
Yeah,
right
baby.
back out there doing the things
90
that he does
Wolf.
best.
Hey, check Mike
And knowing
21.
that
Mike
taking care
21.
of the
Check
ball
Mike
is
21.
paramount.
You can't block
Versus
me.
opportunity.
You can't block me. Ready,
For the former
Where that comes from.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming.
Go.
Still about
60 outlaw.
Check
Mike 21.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Well, they certainly have been able to
Shoot.
and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front.
Oh,
they got to put their ears back and get after them now. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the second after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
In Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter.
Let's go now,
number
let's
4.
go now, let's go now.
Buffalo
70
offense
in.
ready to go for their next
Check.
drive. And have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of
That's
your
it,
childhood.
baby. That's it.
I don't think anyone wants to
Come
hear
on,
that, but
set.
this is a
And
perfect
Lobo.
time for us to start
50
listing
cents to mine.
MVP
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch the eye.
This year.
It's run, fellas. It's run.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
That's it, baby.
A
We got
big
6
play
all day.
there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. As his guys continue to reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
And as this offense makes their way back out,
Let's go
it's
now.
AFC
60
playoff
yards.
race time
Check
as we
back
give you a
21.
look.
3 buzz, 3
And
buzz,
let's
3
face
buzz.
it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's
Why not?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a
Set,
little bit
ready,
better about
50,
yourself
plant.
as you move on to the next one.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key him.
Now.
McBride, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom. That's how we do it, baby.
We've been around this league for a while, and many
Down.
coaches
8,
never
read.
starting
21,
quarterback
check back,
almost come
21.
out of the
I
situation.
want that.
In this case,
Give me
though,
that
I
ball.
think
Go.
Give me that ball.
We ain't giving up nothing.
And down he goes, back at the 4-yard line.
Sack, baby, sack.
That
E,
right now,
E.
that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff
Here we
race
go.
in the
Set.
AFC.
Gone.
Well, we do know,
Hey,
Charles, they
read.
will be in the playoffs.
Watch
They
the
currently
screen.
sit at pole
Big edge,
position
big
number
edge,
1,
big
but
edge.
nothing set in stone.
Ready, go.
They have to earn that top spot.
It makes me reflect back on when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in
Good
each and
work,
every
boys.
one of
Let's
them
go.
is what? Win the
Let's
division.
go.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game.
Got
means
it.
a number of
57
other
go.
things. But winning the
57 to
division
Mike.
is paramount.
Get
You're
that
right. They won't
quarterback
step off the
at
gas
all
here.
costs. Shift.
Ready.
First down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
That's where you belong.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second
On
and
the
1.
set.
Mike,
You're out.
I got him. Watch that.
Ready, go.
Second down.
Run.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the
Let's go,
drive
baby. Let's
continues.
go.
It's a first down.
Here we go.
Not
60
totally
orange.
home free
Watch
yet,
the
but
pass.
it's looking
Watch
good
the
as they
pass.
come up
Deuce,
first and 10.
Set, go.
On the left side, Teague. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have
I know
not
you
seen
feel
that
that.
much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Set,
So
hut.
it's Bills
30
football
pace.
here
Let's
as
go.
we get you reset. They've
It's a
got a
party
second
now.
down now as they look to salt this one away.
Hut.
14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time.
Here we
make
go.
a play
Here we
on the
go.
football.
50.
But in this case,
Plant.
making a play on the
You don't want
man was
none.
all the difference. That's what forced.
Ready.
On third and long, they'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And all the way down to the 5.
Come on,
They're able to
baby.
convert
Let's
on
go.
third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share
On
of
the
big
double.
plays.
Coverage has been a
Opposite.
problem all game
It's our
long.
field.
And I would say
It's
that
our
going
field.
along with that,
Set, hut.
Joker.
they've still dented it. And that's a real issue for him during this game.
And he maneuvers his
I'm
way
going to hit
down
you
to the 3-yard
all
line.
day, baby.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move
Ready,
closer.
set.
It's second
Right
and
over
goal.
there. Yeah. Mike,
So
58,
the
right
ball
there.
position now
All
at
day,
the
baby. All day.
30.
Hut.
Watch out.
Run this one in. And he's
Run.
in for the score. And his spectacular And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on now. Let's go.
And now out come the Patriots.
Here we go.
They are down
18
big.
Gator.
They have not scored a single
Stay with
point.
your man.
I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the line? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the
Now
ball.
the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
Ready.
That'll leave them
15
with just one
line it.
remaining in
15
this
line.
fourth quarter of play.
Tight end right.
Now
Everyone get it. Is that all you got?
17. They'll complete this to
On the
Ingram as
ball.
tight end. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final
Ready.
timeout.
60 Pittsburgh.
It'll be their third
Check
and
back
final
21.
timeout,
Check,
so as they
check,
talk
check,
things
check,
over,
check.
we'll step aside.
Lead River. I got you.
play. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Set, ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Get
and
off
this
the
game
field.
comfortably in hand.
Let's go.
You still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Three down.
Let's go.
Did the starting quarterback come out of the game for the team that had a big lead? And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and I tell